Just a few housekeeping items. If the fire alarm goes off, it is real. We're not having a drill in the middle of a meeting. So please exit the building by the door you see over there, or the door you came in through, and assemble outside at the front. Thank you. Okay, agenda item 23.1 to receive apologies for absence.
Received apologies from Councillors Murray, Newman, John Smith and Julie Smith.
Thank you. Agenda item 23.2 to note declarations of interest and request for dispensation to discuss and vote on a matter in which a member or co-opted member has a disclosable pecuniary or non-pecuniary interest. Councillors, does that apply to anybody here?
None from me, Chair.
Me neither.
None from me.
I think I have to declare a pecuniary interest, a non-pecuniary interest in agenda item 23.13. So I'd like the Vice Chair to take that over. And Councillor Petermore also will have the same. Okay. Agenda item 23.3. This is the open forum where we have comments and questions concerning any items on the agenda can be put to the council by the public during this period. Matters which in the chairman's view require debate and or a discussion will be referred to the next committee or council meeting as appropriate. Items not pertaining to the agenda may also be taken at this time at the chairman's discretion. The public forum is restricted to 15 minutes and strictly 3 minutes per person unless the chairman allows otherwise. So, ladies and gentlemen, if there's anybody who would like to make a comment about anything, now is your time. Yes.
First time I'm doing this for the first time. It's just a question of parking. I heard there was a possibility of some parking charges in Hanford. I just wondered what the response was or what's happening.
Yes, well, Cheshire East are having a review of parking charges across the whole borough, and the car parks here that are involved are all currently free car parks. They are the ones on Wilmslow Road, opposite Whitwick Green, the one on School Road, and the one be part of the car park behind the doctor's surgery. Is it 14 or 11 places? 14 places there. I believe the rest belongs to the doctors. The amounts vary, which I don't quite understand, from car park to car park. I wonder what one of them can they have. One?
Yeah.
Can I just have a quick look? I'll give you the breakdown. Yes, there we are. So the library car park for the first hour will be 60p, School Road 80p, and Wilmslow Road 60p for an hour. 2 hours is £1 for the library, £1.40 for School Road, and £1 for Wilmslow Road. And a full day for the library isn't applicable, but for School Road is £4.30 and for Wilmslow Road is £5.20. So I don't know if you're aware, but the councillors have been in the paddock with a form. It's an extract from the consultation from Cheshire East, and we're asking residents to come along and make their views known and to sign those. We have nothing to do with this. The council has already made its views known to Cheshire East.
So what's that? How do we respond?
Well, if you agree with it, come and sign one of our forms. If you agree, you tick agree. If you don't agree with it, you tick don't agree. Or if you don't know, you tick you don't know. But a response like we had when we had the referendum for the joint yes, or you could, yes, true. When we had the referendum to join Handforth and Wilmslow together, we had huge responses from members of the public. But you can go online and it's Car Parks Review 2023 at cheshireeast.gov.uk. And you can make your feelings known.
Did I just ask you mentioned that the library car park was not included in that all day?
No, it says, it doesn't mention the library car park. It goes up to 1 to 2, 2 to 3 hours, and then after that it got 3 to 4 up to everything else daily, not applicable. So I'm assuming they're thinking people are just going in and out of the doctors.
No,
And
you know what's going to happen? The library one, we're shutting the library, so it won't apply. will it?
right.
It's a 3 hour maximum
Yeah.
So
per day.
yeah, so 150 as much as you'll pay on the library.
Okay.
That's
Has
entirely out of
has
our
council
hands.
got no influence at all on this decision?
No, we've made our views known. The town council have made our views known, and we have been in, excuse me, consultation with parking services for some time, have we not?
Yeah, absolutely.
And making our feelings known, because from my point of view anyway, certainly, to go from nothing to charges is going to be devastating for those people who come and work here, and they're suddenly going to have to pay £4.30 or £5.20. So all that's going to result in is a displacement of cars around the village. Well, that's not very good, is it?
Yeah, but you've got a free car park at Tesco, and that's not going to do local shops any good.
Exactly.
Well, exactly. That's the other option.
Yeah.
I think it's a nail in the coffin for Handforth if they start bringing these in.
I mean, can I just say though, this survey that the councillors have been out on a Saturday morning, to date, how many have we?
We've got about 160-ish, something like that. So
No,
far.
they will all go as an objection individually to Cheshire East. If you sign it and give us your postcode, we will make sure that it goes over to Cheshire East. You won't need to go on that website.
Right.
But if you live in Handforth, they'll be here on Saturday between 10 and 12.
We'll be there again.
Everywhere. Here.
No, at the paddock.
In the paddock,
Yeah.
we're between 10 and 12. So please feel free.
If you want, drop down your email address and I can send you the town council's objection to the
Yeah.
parking charges as well, which we adopted back in last meeting.
Yeah.
So I
Thank
can
you
send
very
it to you tomorrow.
Thank
Okay.
you for the time. Thank you.
Anything else from anybody?
Just say a bit of feedback from the community, if you like, about the new website. Really great. I think it's a massive improvement. I'm sure there'll be further tweaks done on it, but so far so good. Much better. Thank you.
Ash has done some great work already. He's got his
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, thank you. So. Yes, we will do. Yes, we will be having a proper web launch when we're happy that lots of the things are in there. But as you can appreciate, it takes a bit of time to write things and then sort them all out and put them in.
Yeah.
So we will let you know.
Great.
Okay, agenda item 23.4 to approve and sign the minutes of Handforth Town Council meeting of the 12th of September. Does anybody have any points to raise about the minutes from that meeting? No objections, no alterations, errors. Okay, may I have a proposer then please to accept those? Thank you, Councillor Sullivan, and a seconder. Thank you, Councillor Small. All those in favour? Thank you. Agenda item 23.5 to receive a report from the PCSO. I will read this report as fast as I can because I think it's important for the audience. This is written by our PCSO, so I can't really answer questions on it, but if you have any, we'll sort them out. Burglaries nil. Theft of motor vehicles 2, both motorbikes and both taken by young males believed to be travelling in on push bikes or mopeds. One of the stolen bikes has been recovered and 2 males have been arrested. Theft from motor vehicle 3, 2 of these were at Total Fitness, property stolen from the rear of vehicles, the other were power tools stolen from a van on the Lakes estate. Domestic 7, none of them involving violence. Concern for safety 14, when a member of the public or agency has a concern for an individual and calls the police. In almost all incidents, this is not a police matter, or certainly not wholly a police matter, and involves officers needing to get one or multiple agencies involved. Reports of suspicious van, males believed to be looking for scrap metal, we have had only one report of theft in relation to this, whereby garden furniture was taken from the front garden. Road traffic collision 4, none of them resulting in serious injury. One of these incidents was the vehicle that went into the traffic lights at the Freemasons. This incident is still being investigated. Kind regards, PCSO, Gareth Harding. That should go on the website.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm reading that. I can put them all in there.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think
I know I'm
we
getting
should.
anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that.
Okay, agenda item 23.23.6, which is my chairman's report. I'm just going to read it off this computer. Councillors Peter and Susan Moore attended the presentation night at the library for all the children who completed the reading challenge. There were 251 starters and 142 completed the challenge to read 6 books during the summer holidays. I believe this is the sort of scheme the council should be supporting, and I'm delighted that so many children took part and the numbers are increasing year on year. The hours for the library are to be reduced by Cheshire East, but the staff are still in limbo as they have had to complete paperwork for their individual jobs and submit this to Cheshire East. A very unsettling time for those who want to confirm what income they will have, and 2 staff have already left the library because of the uncertainty. Unfortunately, the rewilding project for our parks, coordinated by ANSA and Cheshire Wildlife Trust, has been put on hold as the ground is too wet to allow the work to be done. It will now be happening in the spring.
Oh, sorry, sir, I'm just going to get it down.
My request for use of the part of the notice board in Meriton Road Park has been delayed as the Friends of the Park have the keys. Ruth Morgan is making the request to them on our behalf. The entrance to the footpath through the wood on Hall Road has been opened by ANSA, so it is now wheelchair and pushchair friendly, something residents have been asking for. I am still waiting for the costs on the other projects to take place in there. Any questions on my report?
Just one, please.
Yes, Councillor Sampson.
Councillor Sampson, we do support the library. We give money to the library every year.
Yeah, that's what that was about.
Oh, well, you said should be supported.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the sort of thing we should continue to do.
Oh,
Perhaps
I see.
should put the
Oh, I
word
thought you
continue.
were
No,
asking.
no,
Okay,
it's a
thank
very
you.
worthy cause.
Okay.
Just to comment on the notice board, who actually owns it?
Cheshire.
It's Cheshire East.
So
property.
if it's Cheshire East property, are they not in a position to just change the lock to allow that to be?
That is not within my remit to do so. I will
know.
push.
Yeah,
Well, because
that
really,
something we could
it's not being
inquire?
used,
No,
to
it's
be
not.
honest. It's
Terrible.
it looks very shabby, and we could be putting lots of lovely things in there, but
Okay.
it is what it is. I will do my best.
Very nice. Let's take it out.
Any further questions on my report? Councillor Small.
It concerns me about the library. I value the library. I don't visit it very often, but I value it very, very highly. I noticed you said that the staff currently employed there had to complete paperwork for their individual jobs and submit this to Cheshire East. Do we read into that they are all about to be dismissed and will have to reapply for their jobs?
No, in all honesty, I could go on forever about it because I was sat talking to the head librarian for some considerable time. It was very unclear to the staff when they had the meeting about a fortnight ago on Friday, I think it was, how the whole process was going to work. And no, I don't read it as they're all about to lose their jobs. No, it's a question of if they won't necessarily get the same job back, they might reallocate their hours, which is why we've got this question mark over what's actually happening. So it is very much in the air, and I cannot be very clear because it hasn't really been made very clear by Cheshire East. But we know that they are, I think, losing a half a day or so.
Something along those lines, yeah.
And that half a day will mean a loss for the part-timers in terms of hours that they work and so forth and so on. How it will pan out, nobody knows. They're all very up in the air, and I think it's very sad because it's, a well-used place, and we need it. There's lots of people that use that to go in there, read the newspapers, keep warm in the winter. The children, when I was there was a group of children having a story read to them, some under 5, under school age, and that goes on, every time the library is open, and many, many more things, including the reading scheme. So we are fortunate that we're not closing it down, because that was my horror, that they would just say, just close it. But it's not that. We've lost half a day as far as I can work out, but it's just the uncertainty for the staff.
My other point was installation of the lecterns on the footpath through.
Yeah.
I've made some noises in that direction to Ed Yoxall, just to remind him, and I've sent him the designs that he came up with.
Good, because I sent him an email the other day as well.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get the remainder of the costs for what we want to do. It's been going on, I don't know, it's been going on for about 5 months now.
And apparently it's the same amount even after they've done the access improvements, so I don't really.
Well, they only have to get a chainsaw and put a bit of wood off, didn't they? So, well, they're going to charge us for that. No comment. So yes, it's still, the money is there and it's protected. We will have it, but the question is when.
Can we not proceed with the? I imagine the main difficulty is with the children's play area in the wood. Can we not proceed with the lectern project?
Well, if the council has spare coffers to pay for it, then I don't know. That would be something we'd have to look at. But I think
They're looking at doing it out of the S106 money.
Yes.
So let them pay for it first, and if they can't afford it in the long run, then we'll do it. But let's see. They said they've got 22,000.
So there you go. Yeah, £22,380.40. All important 40p, and that is to be the children's woodland area, and the lecterns, and there were things like bat boxes and bird boxes and stuff like that, but we wanted to know how much the children's woodland area would cost. At the end of the day, the children's area was an idea that we had. It wasn't actually in the original quotation, so it would be nice to do it, but I'm sure we can do an awful lot. Well, I could with £22,380. But, we have to just wait for ANSA to come back with the answers. Sorry. Pun. Okay?
Yep, okay.
Just a quick thought there. I use the path every day, several times. It's been well used and it's very popular. It's been a really good project.
Yeah, I'm glad it's opened up. It provides a good link for people. Any further comments, councillors? Okay. Right, let's go on to agenda item 23.23.7 to approve and sign the order of payments for October 23. Can I have thank you. Can I have a proposer to accept, or if there are any queries before we do that? No. Okay, Councillor Sampson proposes. May I have a seconder? Okay, Councillor Sullivan. All those in favour? Thank you. Agenda item 23.23.8 to receive the external auditor's report for 22-23. Are there any queries on the report?
Sorry, the report is down here.
If so, please address them to the clerk.
No matters.
No, there's nothing which the external auditor have concerns about on that report. So, any councillors, any comments? No, none. Okay, may I have a proposer, please, to accept the external auditors? Thank you, Councillor Scott, and a seconder. Thank you, Councillor Sampson. All those in favour? Thank you. Agenda item 23.23.9 to agree to provide a donation of £500 to the Magnus Group for the continuous costs incurred from the running of the Magnus from the HTC Community Transport Fund. Councillor Roger Small, over to you.
Yes, this agenda item arose, I guess, from the fact that members of the subcommittee that look at grant applications received a grant application from the MAG bus group, essentially to fund the costs of running their bus, fuel, road tax, insurance, and expenses of volunteer drivers. If you think about that, it sounds like a somewhat open-ended project, which I believe doesn't fit the purposes of the grant system that we run, which is more designed to finance projects with a clear endpoint. That having been said, I think the MAG bus group do a splendid job in servicing the community, and particularly the aged and infirm, and I include myself in that category. And I confided in Ashley that I didn't want this group to lose out totally if their grant application were to be rejected. And Ashley, I believe, then asked the applicant to withdraw the application on the understanding that the group might receive a donation from the Community Transport Fund. And Ashley informs me that that could provide a sum of this magnitude. So my proposal is that this council indeed support the MAG bus group to the tune of £500, that sum of money coming from the Community Transport Fund.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Small. Any comments or questions from councillors? Yes.
What exactly is the MAG bus group?
Mobility.
Mobility and access group, so they have a minibus. So and what they do is they do like day trips to like Berry Market or something like that, and it's and supermarkets, and they take, like as Roger said, the more older community who haven't got the ability to just get on the bus themselves and stuff, and they'll get them out in the community and they'll take them on different trips and stuff like that.
Where do they get the funds from normally?
Lottery funding they've had, and
do we know how much?
Well, it actually purchased a new bus, but as you know, if you own a car, it has a big mouth, and you know they have to try and raise funds, which they have, and they do charge the applicants, the members. I think it's £5 a year. It's nothing really, but I would be very sad, and an awful lot of people would be very, very cross if for whatever reason she was unable to run it.
The applicant has in the past received funding from Tesco's and a couple of others, and they've gotten their support because they can't,
because they were taken to Tesco's.
Yeah.
Tesco's no longer donate.
No. It's a very well run system, and it would be very much missed if it wasn't there. Yeah. Okay, Councillor Small, would you like to propose it?
I will certainly propose this motion.
Okay, thank you. And a seconder, thank you, Councillor Sampson. All those in favour? Thank you, unanimous. Agenda item 23.10 to discuss and request feedback from councillors in respect to the new HTC website, and to recommend any changes or alterations or items to be added to the site. Councillor Peter Moore.
It's been well received. I think we're well pleased with it. Ashley's done some sterling work on it already. He's got his head around it very quickly. Roger's already put a few bits in. It is, though, essentially the old website in terms of content at the moment, and so it was always the intention to move it forward, make it a go-to website where things are useful to draw people in. I've got some ideas. Roger's put some stuff in. I just want to, probably the best way is to put an email, but if anybody's got any obvious ideas at this stage, but I will then compile stuff that's come forward so far. Email will go out for people to comment and add to, and then we can get I think probably a priority list of what we get on there early on. Anybody got any obvious thoughts? What's that?
Councillor Moore,
Yep.
I don't know what exactly you need in there, but I do know that Friends of Hanford Station have done an absolute wonderful map. And if we
Oh
could
yes, that would be
have
wonderful.
that
Yes, that's already good.
included, it would be great.
I think so. I mean, as a flavour, of course, we've already had a thing of having walks, bike paths, lists of people, groups and society in the village, events, links to useful stuff. There's a massive stuff. It's down to our imagination, I think, really, to pull in stuff that's useful. So people will say, it will be on that website. That's the place to go. But it will be time. It'll take some time, clearly. But we get the list of things, some ideas, and it's not in taps of stone either. We can change things. That's the beauty of the new websites, as Ashley's already doing. We can add things, change things, take things out. But initially, it looks a damn sight better. We can change it. It's more attractive. Now to draw people in because there's stuff there that's of value. But so if I get an email together of early thoughts, then we can comment and add to. And
Chairman, with respect to the map, the Friends of Hanford Station had an aspiration to produce a map of the town for sighting on the station, perhaps on both the northbound and southbound platform. So the thought to develop this map was there. Ashley then informed us that the town council wanted a pair of maps as well, not just for the website, but for erection at 2 points in the village. So this map idea is quite a complex project shared between the Friends of Hanford Station and this town council.
Why is it complex? It's a map.
They have to be subtly different to suit the purposes of the station and the town council. You are here if you're in the station, arrow pointing to the station. You are here pointing to the paddock if you're looking at a town council map. So there are subtle differences between...
To be honest, Councillor Small, I didn't even look at it like that. I saw the map and I thought how amazing it was. And incidentally, I was the first person to actually advocate that we needed a map and we needed it in our notice boards. So when I saw the map that had been produced by Friends of Hanford Station, I did say to our clerk, can we use this in ours with the permission of Friends of Hanford Station?
I don't think the Friends of Hanford Station will have any hesitation in saying you're welcome to use the map which we...
Thank you.
Have we finished building yet?
Sorry?
Have we finished building yet? Houses? New rules? How do you produce a map at the moment?
Well, on the map you would put something in like Sunfield Housing Estate under construction, or the site of the sanctuary, or site of the fairways, that kind of thing. Of course, the town's changing all the time, and that's the cunning thing about making a map. If you do it in a certain way, you can always go back to the original and just move an arrow from here to there and put a new name in here and remove an old name from down there. So you've got that original version which you can modify to suit how the town has developed.
Okay, thank you.
Have all councillors seen the map? Oh.
Perhaps,
Ashley,
Roger's got, just pass it round. I don't want to get too bogged down with the map. Wonderful as I think it is, we have quite a lot of things to go through. But can I just see if does anybody else want to make any comments about the website? No. Can I also say that we are very happy to receive anything from residents about the website. Please email the clerk if there's anything you see that is amiss, you'd like to add in or whatever, because the more eyes, the more brains, the better. Thank you. Okay, agenda item 23. We don't need to do it. We don't need to vote on it. We're not. Do we?
It's not a motion.
No,
it's
it's not a motion.
Oh, right.
2311. to receive recommendation from the HTC Finance Committee and to agree the 24-25 financial year budget. Councillor Sampson.
Yes, we had our finance committee meeting earlier this evening and we had some good discussions and we've agreed the 24-25 financial year budget. So, can I have a proposer to accept it tonight, please? Or firstly, are there any comments from any councillors about the budget? No. Okay. Can I have a proposer to accept this motion, please? Councillor Susan Moore, Councillor Kerry Sullivan. All those in favour? Unanimous, thank you.
Agenda item 23-23-12 to receive recommendation of the HTC Finance Committee and agree to set the 24-25 financial year precepts. Councillor Sampson.
Right. This was quite a hard decision for me, especially with my accountancy background, and when the clerk came to me to say what they were proposing to increase the precept to, I went through it with a very fine-tooth comb. I altered some things, but the biggest reason why it is increasing is because we are hoping to take over an asset. And that asset is this building here. So the precept will go from £110,000 to £170,000. Comments, councillor?
Why?
I've just told you why.
Why that amount?
Because we've done the figures and that's what we need to do. If we don't do it, we can't afford to take over this.
I'm just wondering why it was 110 and now it's 170.
Well, simply because we're taking over responsibility for this building, and our financial responsible officer would like to err on the side of caution to make sure that there is enough money there. We don't anticipate that we're going to spend all that money, but we need to have the money there just in case. And as I said before, when at the finance meeting, this building, I think, if we do not take it over, is under threat. I believe Cheshire East, who own the building, would take it over, knock it down, and use it to sell it off, shall we say. This is the last building we have in Handford, and there are many, many groups that use it on a regular basis, and it can be used a lot more and will be when we take it over. We'll have a proper business plan and it will be filled a lot more. So we're hoping that it will, I'm not saying it will break even in the first year, but if we're not prepared to invest about probably maximum £15,000 in a community asset, then I think it's a very sad state of affairs, because we need to preserve this for our use in Handford. And I think most residents would agree that it's put to very good use. We need to make sure it stays here.
Will we own the land as well?
Yes.
A large quantity of it.
Yes.
Quite a lot of it,
What
but
about-
not all of it.
What about the parking arrangements for the station project?
Well,
that takes place over that barrier there, yeah.
And part of that end there, that's already gone to Cheshire for the new car park.
So does the town council get money repaid to them for the use of that?
Unfortunately,
No, because it's not ours, unfortunately.
So we're just buying the building, the brick building.
Yes.
Yeah, and the land that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what will happen with the Cub Scout hut?
No, that
That's
remains
different.
there. We go to the boundary hedge that runs along. Yeah.
And can I just say, yes, I know it is a massive increase this year, but with prudency and running this building better, we could possibly reduce the precept next year. But that, I can't say, yes, we are going to, because I know that there are many councils in deficits already. And you've only got to look to see that Birmingham
Oh, yeah.
County Council has gone bankrupt. So, you know, we did look at it long and hard. It wasn't just pulled a figure out of the sky. Okay.
Sorry, I was just going to suggest, would it be worth explaining to people roughly how much it's going to increase per month? Because we did discuss that, didn't we?
£2 a month per house.
It sounds a lot, when you go from 110 to 170, I went, whoa. But when it was done down, I was like, yeah, okay, I could, you know, that didn't seem a massive increase considering what we're taking on. That was sort of swayed it for me. But I think had I have been sat there where you are, I would have gone, oh, that's a lot, you know, because you just hear a big massive amount of money and it's only when it's brought down to actually how much it's going to cost.
Yeah, I mean,
per
it's just the comment
household.
was an over 50% increase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
110,
yeah,
170.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And that sounded to me like in one hit.
Correct.
Sounds, yeah. It's a big
Don't
amount.
worry, I was exactly the same as you. In fact, actually thought I was having a heart attack when
I'm just curious.
No,
Curious
no,
to see
no,
where the
it's
money
all right.
goes, what we
Okay.
get for it.
Councillor Small.
And the town council will own this.
Yes,
No one will be able to take it off us. No one
No.
will be able to come
Yeah, it's a
along and say,
99-year lease.
99
Right, okay.
years.
And putting your head on, you see the potential.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Self-funding.
Plus the potential to make it a lot more environmentally
Yeah,
friendly,
of
reduce
course.
bills and so
Yeah.
forth with grants and things hopefully we might get.
Who was in here at 6:30 this morning?
Why?
All the lights were on.
Sorry?
The caretaker.
All the lights were on.
Caretaker.
All the
Were
lights.
they? Well, there you go. Well, thankfully, we're not paid for that.
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
They won't be on when we're paid for it,
No.
I can assure you. Councillor Small.
Chair, I was intrigued to hear that by buying this building, we would also buy a chunk of land in that direction.
No,
that-
that
No,
way,
That way.
Where
down
the
to
football
the
pitch
football
is.
pitch,
Ah, right.
down to the football pitch, but obviously
In
parallel
about
to the
10
wall of the
yards.
building,
No, not 10 yards.
to the boundary fence with, how long?
Yeah,
Body shop.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Right. The impression I had in my mind just then was that we were going to own that bit there, which
Oh,
is destined
no.
for car park purposes.
No,
No.
In which case,
no,
car park fees.
No, unfortunately, that was spotted.
Yeah.
that was spotted.
Okay, Rick, I need to have a proposal, please, to agree the new precept for 20. Thank you, Councillor Sullivan. Councillor Sampson. Oh, God. Second, all those in favour? Okay, unanimous, thank you. I will retire from the room, as will Councillor Petermore. I'll ask you to
Chair,
discuss
will
the
you
next
please not
one.
retire just yet? Yeah, a little bit of explanation might be valuable for what exactly is to be done.
We can't comment.
They can't.
The clerk will tell you.
Yeah. Okay. As
Just,
vice.
yes, as vice chair.
23/23/13 to hire a cherry picker at a cost of £180 plus VAT for a 4-hour period to enable HTC's CCTV contractors to make adjustments to the town centre CCTV system. As far as I'm aware, it's like everything else. It needs maintenance. And in order to do the maintenance, we need a cherry picker.
Yeah, the cameras are at high level, they're well over 4 metres high. So we can't ask them to go up ladders, they're not insured to go up ladders. I can't ask our handyman to go up ladders because he's not insured to go that high. So we actually need to hire the cherry picker and buy a bullet.
You're saying maintenance, but this says adjustments. Adjustments suggests that you're changing something as opposed to just servicing it.
It should be
Is that just the word?
maintenance. Yeah, yeah.
Maintenance, really.
So not making any amendments to where the cameras are.
No, not where the
No,
site or
no,
anything like that, no.
Okay.
Any comments on it? No?
It does.
I'm
can I-
surprised, I've been putting it off for a long time, dancing
Are
around
there
it.
any delivery costs?
No, it's a wagon,
It's a wagon.
It's a wagon with it on the back, yeah, so,
And he goes up in the cherry picker.
yeah.
So, you know, with obviously the other maintenance now. So can I have a proposer to accept this? Councillor Sullivan, seconder Councillor Timber. Thank you. All those in favour? Thank you. Can I
I'll go
have
and
a-
get them.
Thank you.
You're right, I'll go.
Parking survey question.
I might have one, I might have a couple.
Okay, where's Councillor Margaret? Where is it? Okay, motion, agenda item 23/23/14. In order to maximise the profile of the town council, any postings from the council website, Facebook, clerk or councillors to any media regarding council matters should be under an agreed HTC banner. The banner will contain, as a minimum, a logo, image, links to website and Facebook, clerk's name and contact details. Councillor Moore.
Yeah, part of the PR bit we mentioned a long time ago now. Got a website going. We've got a great Facebook, which again actually services very, very well. And I think it's a case of we need to push both the Facebook and the website, and therefore have, if you like, corporate image. So every time we communicate something, particularly to the village Facebook and similar, that there's some agreed banner, logo, whatever, I say corporate image, which will contain things like the links to the website, links to our Facebook, Ashley's details, and whatever we agree is worth putting on there. So it's a corporate thing which we've agreed on, which is just helping to raise the profile and to give a consistent message, I guess, really, is the thought. There's some ideas there. Again, it's not been done yet, but if we agree we need to do something, then we can start to get some knocked together and then agree, yeah, that's it, that looks fine, that's the thing we're going to use from now on. So it's a concept, and I've nothing to show you, because it's if we think it's worthwhile doing, then we can commit some time to it. It's just getting opinions, really, whether we feel that's worthwhile doing.
Yeah.
I just want to say I completely agree. At the end of the day, we are a brand.
Yes,
Whether
good word to
you
use,
like
we're a brand, yeah,
that or
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
And to get the maximum, as you put, out of the profile of the town council, brand is where it's at. So
Yeah.
I fully support
Good word
it.
to use, that brand.
I
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Okay, I'd just like to say that having spoken to a lot of people the last couple of Saturdays, I am despondent at the number of people that don't even know we're here. They don't know where we are, they don't know how to get in touch with us, they don't know what we do, and we desperately need to get it out there, what we do, what we're here for, and how we can help. And I think this will just raise the profile, so I'm in total agreement.
Just off that, if you're going into the paddock again on Saturday,
Yes, we are.
if you have that conversation with a member of the community, is it worth asking them what social platforms they're on or not
yeah,
on?
yeah.
How do they,
Yeah.
you know, what would they want us to see us
Yeah,
promoting things on?
Good
Just,
thought,
you know,
yeah.
while you
Yeah.
just a chit chat then, isn't it?
Yeah,
Not a big-
absolutely.
Well, here's a question. Are you on Facebook? No. You are? Yeah, do you look at the village community Facebook? Right. Well, we have got one, which I didn't know about until recently. But it's got a handful of community Facebook. Do you not go on that one? No. No. So how will we get to you?
Is that because you don't know about it, or is that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, I don't even know who our local councillors are.
Where do you live?
I think a lot of people are in that situation.
Yeah.
Well, where do you live?
Off Dean Road.
Great,
Well,
yeah,
in
yeah.
our notice board on the Spatlane estate.
Nice to meet you.
Can I just say, on our notice board on the Spatlane estate, we put our pictures in. to
Yeah,
say-
they're in the,
They're in the notice board.
Do you know when you come out of Colby Road and Hallwood Road?
Yes.
So you've got Parsonage Park on the right.
Yes.
There's a notice board,
Yeah.
and my picture's in that.
with his contact details.
I never done that.
No,
At all.
Can I just suggest then, I mean, it's great you're going to be there in the paddock on Saturday. Perhaps if, I know you visit people, because occasionally, council, and you have somewhere in the paddock where you meet people, just to say, hi to town council. I know that change from
Yeah.
parish to town council.
We have done that in the
You know,
past.
and I think people would then know.
Yeah.
You
We have
sent
done
out
that
a
in the
newsletter
past.
last year, did you get that?
Yeah.
Yes,
You did?
but prior to that, it was the last election, I know I was interested in. But I did have nothing delivered, nothing
Some
to
council
us
about
about councillors, sorry, no, it's a bit brief about that.
No.
It just shows the problem,
I
doesn't
have
it?
no idea
Get some-
how to approach the council about anything.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully when we launch the website, we'll have some either here
Yeah.
where people can come and view it and be told how to do it. Because I know personally that unless you speak to people face to face, as Sue has said, they don't know about it. Because we asked at the time out and they said, oh no, we've got a website.
So it's there now.
It's very much needed.
Just by Lux Barbers. The table will be there on Saturday.
My contact is named Julia, when I come to the council.
Yeah.
That's how I found out this meeting this evening.
Okay.
So check the website, I mean, it's not finished yet.
You're not alone. Don't.
I know,
that's why we want-
I know.
That's why we want this.
There's a lot.
Yes, councillor Small.
I
Sorry.
just want to say that Winslow Town Council are ahead of us in the game. If you look at Knutsford Guardian, Winslow.co.uk, they're forever trumpeting their activities.
It's all
on
bit
this
will be
too.
done.
And
Yeah.
Hanforth Town Council.
It's not having a local newspaper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
And it is a Knutsford paper.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
ordered it. I stopped it because there's nothing about it.
No.
No.
That will change.
Yeah.
Good.
That will
Yeah,
change.
absolutely. It'll be more part of the PR push.
Right, okay, so I need a proposer for this motion. Thank you, councillor Sullivan, and a seconder, councillor Moore. Thank you. All those in favour? Okay. Agenda item 232315 is to agree the HTC parking survey questionnaire and to collect signatures to be returned to the CE parking survey consultation 2023. I put this motion on because I just wanted to dot the i's and cross the t's because I wanted to make sure this was approved by the council. I know we've all talked about it, but we haven't officially approved it. So that when all of this documentation goes into Cheshire East, they can't turn around to us and say, your council didn't approve it, so we're not looking at it. Hence the motion now to approve what we're doing so that we can send all these, hopefully hundreds and hundreds of questionnaires into HTC. I will propose the motion. Can I have a seconder? Thank you. All those in favour?
It was
Thank
a very
you.
well spent couple of hours.
It was.
Sorry.
It was a very well spent
It was,
couple of
wasn't
hours.
it? It was it was great. I spoke to an awful lot of people.
Not just for what we were doing
Yeah.
and achieving,
Yeah.
but meeting people.
And what we were about.
Yeah, meeting
With that
people.
in mind, we need to put on the website that we're going to be there
Yeah.
again this Saturday.
Yeah, we'll do.
Just while I think about it.
Just
Um,
to make a
okay,
suggestion on
sorry.
that, Sorry, just to make a suggestion on that. And I apologise, I know I've not been the last couple of weekends because I've been in work, but is it worth having a councillor outside Spa?
well, I thought about that, and outside Tesco's is a good place as well. But I think, unfortunately, it's going to be raining on Saturday, which is why we are where we are, because we're out of the rain. If we're not, I did go round and collar a few
Oh,
people.
right, okay.
So yes, we'll move around a bit more, but I think we just need to keep one person at that location. But yes, good.
Yeah, the Jehovah's
Can I
Witnesses
make-
moved in very quickly after we went.
Yeah.
And looking at some people's faces, they might have thought we were the Jehovah's Witnesses. We scared a few people off. They were like, no.
Can I make a suggestion to my fellow councillors? that you each take 10 surveys and get them signed and hand them in to Marion's in the village, because 10's not many. And I'm sure
Is
you
you'll
is
email-
the form
can you email
available
it
for
to us?
email for us to print off at home?
Yeah, I can email it to you.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
can
on-
email it from this if you wanted
It's
to.
not on the Hamforth Town Council website.
Don't think it's on the website.
No, it's not.
No, but it's on, you've got a copy in your agenda pack.
Okay.
And you can email that, but I can send it you separately.
In fact, Marion asked me for some more copies because people have been going in and asking her for the forms to fill in. So I've given her a whole pile more.
I can get it to you in a second.
So, a council is in agreement if you get 10 each, would you get them signed and taken into,
No problem.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
It's just
We
like
did
going on a
vote
campaign
on that.
election.
Well, no,
Just get around
Conversation.
Okay.
Okay, agenda item 23/23/16 to receive notices and correspondence. Green bin charges. Cheshire East have updated their website and residents can now sign up to the £56 a year subscription service. CE parking consultation runs until the 1st of November this year. Please can all residents take the time to fill in the survey by emailing Car Parks Review 2023 at cheshireeast.gov.uk or come and see us in the paddock on Saturday morning. Remembrance Sunday takes place on Sunday the 12th of November. I do hope all councillors will make themselves available for that. It's a very important day.
I'll email the time, he's only just sent me them today, so.
Okay.
Well, we normally assemble here to leave at 10:30, don't we?
Yes, about 10, it's about 10, yeah, it's about 10.
So,
Okay.
bear that in mind, Sunday the 12th. The pantomime takes place on Friday the 24th of November, which is here in the hall, and we need help just passing out teas and keeping the children in general order and giving them their sweets and what have you. So any help that councillors can give would be gratefully received. Hamforth Christmas Light Switch On, yes, takes place on Saturday the 25th of November, and we need all hands on deck.
Yes.
It is a tremendous day. It's very well received by the community. All the kids are taking part in the competition from the local schools. They've all agreed to take part. The kids, of course, turn the Christmas lights on. There's lots of things going on, and we need help. If we have the bouncy castle, if it's not too windy, it depends on the weather dependent, then we need lots of councillors to help out there so we can do it in shifts, and the same with Santa's Grotto. And then there's the emceeing of it all and everything else that goes on, and generally on a Saturday night after that I just collapse with a glass of wine and go to sleep. But it's a lovely day, and it's great for the community. Those are our three really important events: the Remembrance Day, the pantomime for the kids, and the switch on.
And the pantomime, £1 of goat, 50p for a child.
Emerson's are now planted their growing tree.
Oh, have they?
Oh.
Oh, right, okay, yes, they're doing a
They
proper
definitely-
tree this year, and they're leaving it there, and they'll just put permanent lights on it.
Chair, about Remembrance Day, right? Have we got contingency plan for the roadworks?
Yes, we're fairly certain that they will have moved back a bit down the road, back towards your end. But it's dependent on, again, whether and how much they get done. We don't know. But they certainly are not coming any further this way, are they?
No, they're not.
They've assured us of that. We asked last week when they would be finished, and Ashley is ringing them next week just to see that we're on track. I don't want to keep mouthing them every week, but we need to make sure that we haven't got loads of roadworks as much as we possibly can.
Right hand side of the.
I'll be annoyed if I pay the traffic management don't
I know,
close that end of the road.
The Remembrance Parade
Yes.
starts at 10:30 here.
Yes, we assembled at 10 past, quarter
No,
past
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock,
Yeah,
10
yeah,
o'clock,
yeah,
like
Leaves
that's
at
10 o'clock.
10:30.
Here,
Leaves about 10:15.
10:15.
We're
It's
leaving
about
at
10:15.
Oh,
Yeah.
we never
Yeah.
left at 10:15.
It's about
Because we need it.
10:15, yeah.
It is.
It is, yeah.
And that's the parade.
Yeah.
It goes over the station
Yeah.
bridge, turns right up the village.
Yeah.
To the War Memorial.
No, we
We
wait
stop
outside
outside
the church because they have a little war memorial in their grounds.
We lay a
So
wreath
there's no
there.
church service.
No,
No, we're not
We went-
going inside the church. There's too many people. It takes too long.
Okay, and then it comes back out, up to the War Memorial.
Yeah.
And then dismissed.
And
No.
then we have a service around the War
Oh,
Memorial,
okay.
and the children
lay the
usually read out various things.
Those
We
things.
all lay the wreaths accordingly, and then we parade back when we've done that.
the parade gets dismissed here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I've done the elderly one for 25 years.
Right.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I've been the standard bearer.
Oh, right.
So.
Used to carrying standards then, are we?
I'm
Okay.
doing it again this year because it's in the
Well,
afternoon,
that's
so I
nice.
just need to know the format of here so I can.
So Alderley wasn't having a parade.
They stopped it 2 years ago, but they do have the meeting at Alderley St Philip's Church, and they have the outdoor service there. There's no
Oh,
parade anymore
They're not
Since
having a
COVID.
parade, no.
since COVID.
Okay.
It's stopped.
Okay.
If you've got any further queries about any of these things, please email the clerk. 23/23/17 to agree the date of the next HTC meeting to be held on the 14th of November. Thank you very much. Close of meeting, 8:28.
Wow.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much, residents, for coming in. Very nice to see faces.